Jai Jinendra. I will take everybody on a virtual journey of Bhaktambar Divine Shrine. This shrine would be a wonder of a world, and it has 48 magical domes in which you will sit and meditate on yantra and visualize the pictorial representation of that particular shloka, and divine light would be coming from up in the daytime sunlight and during night moonlight. So you will be sitting with your family members and you will be focusing on gold yantra and pictorial representation, and you will see how you manifest whatever you think of. So we will start. I know everybody has seen that divine shrine, and these are mounted on mushroom pillars. There are mushroom pillars, and on that there is an igloo shaped cell in which the divine shrine would be. So in the basement there is meditation center, and above that there are 24 rooms with yantra mantra, and these rooms have been allocated for all the saints who will come across India. And above that would be 16 domes as symbolized in Bhaktambar symbol, and above that would be 8 domes. So like it would be 3 layers of domes, 8, 16 and 24. So the 24 one would be covered with grass, and in the center would be Acharya Manatungacharya, and divine light would be coming. So it is like open to air. So the structure is very beautiful, and I will show you in the PPT, and you will see the divine shrine, and you have to manifest as you travel the divine shrine. You have to manifest. Bhaktamara pranatmoli prabhanam Mudyotakam dalita papatamo vitanam Samyak pranamya jinapādayugam yugada Balam vanam bhavajali patatam jananam. As you focus on this shloka, the yantra, and as the divine light is falling on you, and you are sitting erect with your spine straight and focusing on the yantra, which is made of gold, and you are seeing the pictorial representation of first sloka where the deities are bowing down, and all human beings are sinking. The mankind is sinking in the ocean of worldly pleasures, and who can save you from this journey of birth and life and death? So God, you are the one, Lord Adinath. You are the one who can take us across this ocean of worldly pleasures and save us from sinking. So whoever will chant this shloka, all his disturbances would be destroyed. All his sins will disappear. He will come out of darkness. It is like crossing hurdle race. Each hurdle in your life would be crossed off easily, and you will reach your destination. So as you move from the first shloka to the second world of Bhaktambar. In this dome, you will sit and visualize the yantra, the mantra, the pictorial representation. And as you chant the shloka, यह संस्तुत शकल वांग्मय तत्वबोधा अद्भुत बुद्धि पटुभि सुरलोकनाथे स्तोत्रे जगत्त्रय चित्त हरैरुदारे स्तोषे किलाहम अपितम प्रथमम जनेन्द्र. And as you move from this world, you will find yourself stress-free. All the tensions in your life would be erased. You will be in tranquility state. Serenity will be all around you. This shloka tells us that this Bhaktambar Stotra is in praise of Lord Adinath. Yah sanstutah shakala vangmaya tattabodha Dudbhut bodhi patubhi suralokanathe Stotre jagatritaya chittahare rodare Stoshe kilaham apitam prathamam jinendram. As you move from second world of Bhaktambar to the third world of Bhaktambar, it is just like the world of Harry Potter. You have to have full faith and devotion. This shloka speaks of the child who is full of devotion. He, by seeing the image of moon, jumps into the ocean. So when we have full faith in God, the mother, when she calls the child, he jumps immediately. He does not think he would be falling down. He has full trust in his mother. Same way, if we have trust in Lord Adinath, our goals would be reached very quickly. Buddhya vinapi vibhutarchit padapitha Sotum samodat matir viragatrapoham Balam vihaya jalasanstitamindu bimba Manya kaichati jana sahasagrahitum. All the people who are suffering from eye disease can chant this shloka and their eye disease would be cured, their eyesight would be improved. Only you have to have full faith, devotion, bhakti, and you will realize your goals. You will find the purpose of your life. So as we move from the third shloka to the fourth dome of Bhaktambar, sit quietly, focus on the yantra. Feel the divine light coming from up, and you are immersed in that divine light. That divine light is connecting you to the divine. The cosmic connect you can feel with the divine. And as you chant the shloka number 4, all the storms, all the turbulences in your life would be stabilized. The ship of this pandemic, which is drifting from here and there, when you chant the shloka number 4, Vaktum gunan gun samudra shashankantan kaste shama surguru pratimopi buddhya कल्पान्तकालपवनोदत नक्रचक्रं को वा तरीतुमलमं बुनिधिं भुजा. So when you are crossing the ocean and when the sea is rough and when you are crossing against the current and the ship is drifting in the turbulent atmosphere, when you chant the shloka, sea becomes calm and you reach the seashore. All those persons who have contracts will materialize them by chanting this. So now we go to 5th number world of Bhaktambar. As we move to this world, you have to visualize the sustainable goals of United Nations. No poverty. And in this dome, poverty would be changed into prosperity. The story of this shloka says how a carpenter became a rich man by chanting this shloka. How you could create a temple of Bhaktambar with 48 shlokas written in gold. How he manifested. How he made a palatial house. So chant the shloka with me. Visualize the pictorial diagram, the yantra. Soham tathapi tava bhakti vashan munisha kartum savam vegata shaktirapi pravatta प्रीत्यात्मवीर्यम विचार्य मृगो मृगेन्द्रं नाभेति किं निज शिशो परिपालनार्थम. So here Acharya Manatungacharya is comparing himself with Mother Deer, who out of affection for her child, she is ready to fight the lion. Although she knows her capability, she knows that even if she will fight, she cannot win. But her love for her fawn, for her child, is so intense that she is ready to fight the child, the lion, for her child. Same way, if we have so much love for the God, for Lord Adinath, for Lord Acharya Manatungacharya, then we can forget our abilities and we can fight the whole world. We can conquer ourselves. We can conquer all our desires and we can manifest whatever we want to. So this shloka, Soham tathapi tava bhakti vashan munisha kartum stavam vegata shaktirapi pravatta प्रीत्यात्म वीर्यम विचार्य मृगो मृगेन्द्रम नाभेति किं निज शिशो परिपालनार्थम. And as we move from this 5th world of Bhaktambar to 6th world, where we will focus on education. This world is full of kids. This dome is surrounded by all kids who are chanting this shloka number 6 for improving their IQ and enhancing their memory skills. Not only kids, the youngsters who are appearing in competitive exams, all those who are appearing in CS, CS exams, as well as old people who have Alzheimer's, all are chanting this shloka, and the memory would be improved for sure. Their IQ would rise. Researches have been conducted in very systematic manner, and you will see. अल्पश्रुतं श्रुतवतां परिहासधाम त्वद्भक्तिरेव मुखरीकुरुते बलान् मां यत्कोकिलः किल मधौ मधुरं विरौति तच्चामृचारुकलिका निकरैकहेतु. So as you chant this shloka, you can visualize yourself as I am of a very scanty knowledge. I have no knowledge of scriptures. I have very low IQ. But Acharya Manatungacharya is comparing himself with the cuckoo. He says cuckoo sings melodiously when she sees the springs, mangoes blossoming, and the mangoes blossom only in spring season. Had cuckoo had melodious voice, she would have sung throughout the year, but she sings only in spring season, seeing the mangoes blossoming, and she just thinks that mango fruits will come and she will taste them. So same way Acharya Manatungacharya is saying, I do not have anything with me. But God, whenever I see you, bhakti comes in me, devotion comes in me, and I just start chanting, I just start praising you, Lord. I am neither a poet nor I am writer, but my devotion towards you is very high, very deep. So whatever I say with my scanty knowledge, it reaches you. It reaches you. So the sixth shloka is very good. We have done a lot of researches with psychometric test on kids using fair scale test method, and we have seen that concentration improves, pronunciation improves, their behavior at home improves, their analytical ability improves, and even we tested on academically weak children for 21 days. Anita was going and chanting shloka with these 37 academically weak children who were given to us for further research. And these children benefited so much that their IQ improved from 73 to 96 within a period of 21 days, which was endorsed by head of Hislop College Psychology, head Maya Madam. So you will see how these shlokas work like miracles. So from here we will reach the seventh world of Bhaktambar. Tat sanstavena bhav santiti sannibaddham papam shanashaya mupaiti sharir bhajam akrant lokmali neelam asheshamashu suryashu bhinnam vivsharvar mandakar. And this shloka is very good for all those kids who have left their house, anyone who is kidnapped, whoever have gone from their house without telling people. So if you chant the shloka number 7, and go up to number 48. And then you chant number 1 shloka and go up to 6 number. This is known as Bhaktamar in reverse order. So from 7 number shloka you will go up to 48, then come back from 1 to 6. This kind of chanting in reverse order you will do thrice a day. 3 times in morning, 3 times in afternoon, and 3 times in the evening. And you will do it for 3 days. And third day, the very third day, whoever has left house without telling his parents, whoever has been kidnapped, you will surely get message of that person on the third day. Or you will find him, or he will come back to the home. Third day, that person realizes that I have to reach back. I have to reach my home. And if they are kidnapped, police would reach or something would happen and they will get result for sure. So as we move from this shloka number 7 to 48, then from 1 to 6, reverse, brain takes a reverse order and you come back to your original position. So all the youngsters, if in anger, if by any chance they have left the house or somebody has lost his way, will find their way. So from this 7th shloka, we will move to the world of 8th shloka, where you will see that all your problems are solved. When you will focus on this, you will see all your problems are solved. This is like 48 solutions for day-to-day problems. They are very simple, miraculous tools. So just focus on the yantra and visualize all your troubles are erased. All your troubles have turned into opportunities. You are rising, and each stepping stone you are crossing and reaching your destination. Life has become very easy for you. So as we move from the 8th shloka to the 9th shloka, which is my favorite shloka. Astam tavastavanamasta samasta dosham tvat sankathapi jagatam duritani hanti दूरे सहस्रकिरणः कुरुते प्रभैव पद्माकरेषु जलजानि विकासभाञ्जी. So the shloka says that when sun rises, all darkness disappear. But even before rising of sun, the slight redness in the sky gives rise to opening of lotus in the pond. That redness of young baby sun opens up lotus in the pond. Same way, Acharya Manatungacharya says that even when we are speaking of Bhaktambar and miracles of Bhaktambar, just by talking about Bhaktambar, your sins can disappear, your karmas can be neutralized. So this shloka is very good, and this is very nice for wishful child Whoever wants a baby girl or a baby boy can chant this shloka during pregnancy and they will have their visual child. So from here we will move to the 10th world of Bhaktambar. 10th shloka gives you teamwork. Teamwork is very important. In any organization, teamwork is very important, whether it is a religious organization or corporate organization. You have to have hand in hand and work together to manifest whatever goals are set, whatever aim and objectives of your life are. So with together we can. So when we chant the shloka number 10, we will achieve a teamwork in our organization. So as we chant this shloka number 10, Natyadbhutam bhuvana bhushan bhutanath bhuter guner bhuvi bhavantam abhishtuvanta तुल्या भवन्ति भवतो ननु तेन किं वा भूत्याश्रितं यः इनात्मसमं करोति. So your team has been built, a very strong team of Bhaktambar healers and trainers working together in masses. A very strong team across the globe has been built of Bhaktambar. Everyone working in coordination, each one addressing thousands and thousands of people. Bhaktambar reaching across the globe, leaps and bounds, together we can, together we can. And as we move from the 10th dome to the 11th, slowly sit down and focus on the yantra, mantra, and visualize the pictorial diagram. Sunlight is falling on your head. You are connected to divine. And focus on the yantra and visualize your water is purified. The water is charged. Now it has become holy water. And whoever puts it on the forehead, whoever puts it on his eyes and on throat will surely heal. So your water has become mystic, just like Ganga Jal. So you have to chant the shloka. Drashta bhavantamanimesh vilokaniyam नान्यत्र तोषमुपयाति जनस्य चक्षु पीत्वा पयः शशिकर दुतिदुग्धसिन्धु क्षारं जलं जलनिधौ रसितुं कैक्षेत्. This is also related to environment, and you can do PhD on this because water crisis is such a big problem and pure water is required for nation internationally. So this shloka is very important. Finland has purest water and we can purify our water by chanting this shloka. So from here we will go to 30th number, 12 number shloka, which says it is very good for relationship. All youngsters who are not married will find their soulmates by chanting this shloka. Ye shantaraga ruchibhi paramanu bestvam Nirmapita Sribhuvane Kalalam Bhuta Tavanta Eva Kalute Pyadava Prathivyam Yatte Samanam Aparam nahi rupamasti. All those who are having differences in their relationship will chant the shloka and the relationship will smoothen. All those who are having trouble in married life will chant the shloka and their issues would be resolved. And from this world we will